Welcome back to the Brayden Steckler YouTube channel, the channel that is focused on making you the masculine man that God has created you to be. In today's video, we're going to talk about how you need to stop being a nice guy. Now, I'm going to try and keep this video pretty short and sweet. The reason that I'm making this video is because I know so many of you struggle with what I would call nice guy, beta male, soy boy syndrome. And it's a problem. It really is, because a lot of you guys struggle with not speaking your mind. You're a people pleaser. You care more about the opinions of the people around you than God's opinion. You're afraid of confrontation and being direct and saying what needs to be said. And that is no way to live as a masculine and godly man. God is calling you higher in this video. And whenever the Bible calls us to follow after Jesus, it means every aspect of Christ's character, right? Jesus was bold. He was a lion. He was a protector. He was a provider. And he was not afraid of being direct. He was not afraid of saying what needed to be said, right? Jesus is the same person in the Bible that was thrown over tables because there were people in the temple, in the synagogue, that were making money off of God, right? Using the temple to make a profit. And Jesus went in there, made his own whip, and just started beating the hell out of people to get them out of there, right? He's the same Jesus that in the Bible looked at the Pharisees who were deceiving thousands of, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people into following after a works-based religion instead of following after God, right? He called them a brood of vipers, liars, deceivers, hypocrites, right? That same Jesus who was honest and spoke the truth in love, right? A lot of us get this false idea that Jesus was just some pacifist, nice guy, hippie, that he never said anything out of character, that he wasn't polarizing, that he didn't push people to one side or the other, that all he did was be nice to everybody. And that's simply not true. That is not the Jesus of the Bible. That is some made-up Hollywood version of Jesus. It's from Satan, and it causes a lot of Christian men to walk in passivity, to be soft, to be feminine, to be weak. And that's not where you need to be. You need to become a masculine, bold, godly man, not a softie. I promise you, every single aspect of your life will improve once you finally step up and start to act like a man. Speak your opinion. First off, you need to develop what your opinions are. What do you actually believe? Stop just accepting what other people have told you to believe. You need to come up with your own set of values and beliefs about yourself and what it means to be a man. You need to find and identify what your identity actually is. And you need to root it in Christ, right? Obviously, as a man of God, but you need to figure out what you actually believe. It's very hard for you to stand up for what you believe in if you don't know what you believe in, right? But you need to stop shying away from confrontation, especially whenever somebody is leading other people towards unrighteous behavior or going off the narrow path, right? Deceiving people. You need to be a man. You need to be able to step up and say what's right. I was reading this book. I'm actually going to show it to you guys. It's called Act Like a Man. It's by Pastor Mark Driscoll, which I know a lot of people don't like him. They think he's too aggressive or too much of a man. But we need more masculine, godly men. That's why I have this entire channel. And I am supportive of, for the most part, what Pastor Mark Driscoll stands for. He's done some bad things in the past, especially whenever he was back in Seattle. If I take a step back, I think he's doing a whole lot more good for men, Christian men, than he is doing bad or making guys worse Christian men. He's raising up godly fathers and husbands and future men. And I'm 100% supportive of that. But the reason I tell you, I was reading that book, and he was talking about the character of Christ, that Jesus was both a lion and a lamb. And in this book, he calls us to follow after Christ, but also to become both a lion and a lamb. And what I mean by that is you need to be a lion, bold, aggressive, right? Stand for truth, someone who can protect his future family. Someone who's not afraid of confrontation, somebody who's not shying away from disagreeing with people and standing on godly ideals and godly values, right? You need to be a lion. You need to be able to be the guy who, if someone is, pestering your friends or attacking your girlfriend or, stalking your girlfriend or abusing your family, you need to be the guy who steps up and protects them, who's bold in the face of adversity, who's bold in the face of confrontation. That is needed. Just like the examples that I gave you of Jesus when he was bold in the face of the Pharisees or in those people that were trying to sell things or, worship false gods in that temple. Jesus was not afraid of those people. And he stood for what was right. And he stood for what God would want him to stand for. But also, on the other hand, you need to be a lamb. You need to be able to be loving and caring and compassionate, just like Jesus was. All right, one of the shortest verses in the Bible is Jesus wept. That was whenever Lazarus died, and Jesus was filled with so much sadness and love for Lazarus that he literally started crying. Right? It's not bad for you to have emotions. There's over 60 verses in the Bible that talk about all of Christ's different emotions, from righteous anger to deep sadness and compassion and love. Right? So it's not bad to be emotional, but as a man, you have to have control over your emotions, but you need to be able to harness that lamb inside of you as well, right? You need to become the lion and the lamb. Not just a lion or not just a lamb, not just the soft, passive, nice guy, right? You need to have both. You need to be the man who's willing to stand up for what he believes in, but also the man that can be loving and caring and that other people can depend on, right? Imagine a scenario where one day you're a father and your daughter is being bullied or she's being made fun of. The guy who's fully in touch with being the lamb, who's soft and passive, is going to be like, baby girl, I'm so sorry that's happening to you. That's so bad. I wish they would stop. I'm here for you. But he's not going to be bold. He's not going to confront the kid who's bullying his daughter because he's soft, right? Too much of a lamb. Bad. You need to have that lion inside of you as well, where you're willing to stand up for your daughter and say, hey, punk, get out of here. Stop bullying my daughter. I'll whip your butt. I'll break your teeth, right? You need to have both. You cannot just be on one side of the equation. You have to be both the lion and the lamb for yourself, for your walk with Christ, for God, and for your future family. We have too many soft soy boys out there. We need more godly, masculine men. And if you're with me and you want to join our brotherhood of men that are masculine and godly again, do your future self a favor, scroll down, click on that subscribe button so that you can see more videos on your homepage just like this one. I love you guys. I really don't speak any of this to belittle you or make fun of you or to push you down. I really do make these videos to call you higher to another level in your walk with Christ. Someone needs to tell you the truth. There are not enough people out here that are bold telling you the truth of what it means to be a godly man. And I feel like God has called me to do this. That's why I have this channel. That's why we've already grown to almost 14,000 subscribers in less than a year. This kind of content is needed. It's necessary. We've got staggeringly low testosterone levels, staggeringly low percentages of men that are within the house raising their kids. Our generation of men have been over-mothered and under-fathered, and it's up to you and me to step up and to lead this generation of men, because nobody else is going to do it. Nobody else gives a crap. As always, all the links are down below if you feel called to donate or to apply for one-on-one coaching. I really do appreciate all of you who watch these videos, who comment, who like, subscribe, whatever. I love coaching you men. My calling in my life is to help you to become the masculine man that God has created you to be. I love it, I enjoy it, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you stop being a nice guy. I hope that God blesses you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.